Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. Sometimes we just need a little compassion. Sometimes we just need to see things through another person's eyes. Sometimes that's hard to do. We'll talk about that in just a second. If you've not been living under a rock for the past few years, you will have heard about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, where she has accused him of all sorts of things and he's denied them. And he actually lost movie roles over it, and there's been controversy over her. Now, whatever the truth is, it seems to be that, he is one of these fellows that may have been taken advantage of and may have been treated poorly, but he made bad decisions to get himself in that situation in the first place. Now, I'm not trying to judge either one of them, but it's just something that I wanted to point out. Sometimes we don't understand people's lives, and I can't really speak for Amber much because I'm not a woman, but I am a guy, and from Johnny's perspective, I can think about it in those terms. He seems to have everything: fame, good looks, wealth. He was voted, sexiest man alive twice. He seems to have every opportunity. But if you look at his backstory, he had a difficult childhood, and he has had a serious struggle with alcohol and drugs. Sometimes all that fame and fortune doesn't really do much for you. Sometimes it just makes it even harder. It just makes mischief more accessible and easier to get. As I listen to them speak and I realize just how intelligent he actually is, and understand, the situation here and how both of them have just come through this very negative experience, my heart actually goes out to them. I'm sorry that they are experiencing something very negative and powerful in their life like this. I'm sorry that things have been reduced to some petty squabbling over money and trying to defend themselves against all kinds of accusations. As their bad behavior is trotted out in front of everyone, both of them have many reasons to be embarrassed. You know what I see? I see two people, and I'm not here to judge because I don't know their private lives, but I see two people that just need Jesus. That's what they need. I look out and I see a whole world that needs Jesus. And before we get too much on our high horse to judge somebody else, we might ought to remember that. Would you like to have your private and personal disputes and issues and problems trotted out in front of everyone on live television? Would you like to have to talk about them for hours on end? I know I wouldn't, and I haven't lived nearly the wild life that Johnny and Amber did. It's pretty sad. It makes me sad. These folks that we look up to and we think, oh my goodness, wouldn't it be cool to be a movie star? I don't know if it would or not. There's a lot of money out there in old Hollywood, but there's a whole lot more misery. There's a lot of glamour, but there's just not much happiness. So I think as we go through life, we need to pray for people that find themselves trapped by their own fame and fortune. And we also need to think about those that aspire to be this, and we all have our hang-ups and problems. And before we judge others, I think we should proceed with love. And I think that's the best attitude to have. Have a great weekend. See you next time. Be kind to each other.